kung ano rin yung ginagawa ko. Okay? So later on, ang activity nyo dito is you are going to install Autodesk Maya. Okay? And then you are going to perform the same demonstration that I am going to do. Okay? All you have to do is to just screenshot the process, the installation, and then how did you do that? How did you going to perform that? No, and then you paste it in Microsoft Word. You paste it in Microsoft Word, and then you're going to send it to me. No, dun sa portfolio natin. Okay. So question so far muna, but before I start, wala. Okay. So let's start. No. So this presentation will be uploaded in your Canvas later on. So, yan, no? Siyempre, unang titignan natin yung system requirements. So, if before your system is capable of installing Autodesk 3D Max, most probably uh, you are also capable of installing Maya. Okay, mas magaan ng konti kasi yung Maya kesa sa 3D Max. So, in terms of version, no? Now, the system requirements is a good graphics card, no? Hindi na dito nilagay kung what particular size or specification of graphics card that you're going to use, no? But at least a healthy requirements should be a good graphics card, no? A plenty of memory kasi you are doing multimedia, you are doing graphics, so you need to have a plenty of memory, no? Wala naman siguro naka 2 gig sa inyo, no? So most of you guys would have at least minimum of 4 gig, I think, no? Or 8 gig, no? Then of course a processor, hindi na nilagay dito. Then a 3-button mouse. Kung naka Mac PC kayo, usually ang Mac PC is dalawa lang ang button ng mouse. You have to have a 3-button mouse. Okay? So, kapag sinabi natin 3-button mouse, that's the left, the right, and the wheel, no? Yung mouse wheel. Yung mga sa gilid, hindi naman. Kung naka-gaming mouse kayo, hindi nyo masyadong kakailanganin yan. Pero yung tatlong yun yung pang-manipulate natin. Okay? Now, you may download it. You may download here. Google lang natin, ha? Download. Yeah. With that. You may download the Maya here. Here, ayan o. Pero, it would ask you to have an Autodesk account. So, gagawa lang kayo. Tapos, you may download it here. No? Tapos, may mga series of requirements lang. Tapos, yun na. Pero, make sure that you download it on autodesk.com. No? Yung education. Okay? So, yan. Ito lang naman. Kapag ka ginugol nyo naman siya, makikita nyo na siya. Ang search string ko lang dito, ayan, no? Download Autodesk Maya Student. Okay? So, simple as that. Okay, next. Now, once you open your Maya, ganito yung itsura niya. Yung screen ko nga para makita. Tingnan natin. Oh, oops. Baliktad. Yeah. Yan. So, as you can see here, click somewhere here. no? So here, you will be needing uh, a good graphics card, no? So ito kasi yung interface ni Maya. Uh, Wala naman siyang halos pinagkaiba kay 3D Max, halos parehas lang din. Pero meron lang silang mga iba-ibang gamit. Halos parehas lang 'yan, no? You see the the toolbar, no? Okay, the timeline view, the timeline, and then so on. Ganun din. And then once na inopen natin siya, open lang natin yung Maya natin. By the way, I'm using 2020 version. Okay. So yung Maya na ginagamit ko, 2020 version, you may stick with the 2020 version. Okay lang yun. Or lower, or even higher yung 2021 kung meron na sila. No? Either of the two. Could be. Now, pagka inopen nyo yan, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. Meron kang output window. This output window shows processes also. Tapos pagka nagre-render tayo, dito nyo makikita if you have a series of error aside from here, makikita nyo dito yung mga series of error nyo. Ayan, makikita nyo yung computation. So much of computation and then GPU process nung, nung unit mo. No? Just to monitor. And then, pwede nyo naman i-close to, pero mag-a-appear din to every time na magre-render kayo. So, i-minimize lang, okay na yon. Okay? So, next tayo. So, these are your Maya interface. So, meron kayong project, meron kayong project window, set project, and then set this always. So, ano ba to? This is really important. Let me show you this. Let's say, for example, meron akong Maya. Okay, meron akong Maya. Where's that? Access ko lang yung file ko. So, look at this one. Ang Maya kasi, pagka once na nag-save siya ng isang file, usually it has series of directories, no? Um, and that particular directories are the following. So you have assets, you have autosave, you have cache, you have clips, data, images, movies, and so on. These are all attributes of your Maya project, no? So as you can see, these are categorized based on what classification of the file is. So if it is a sound, it would go under sounds. If it is an image, it would go under images. No? If it is a scene or yung file na ginagawa nyo, it would go under scenes. Okay? So basically, dito napupunta lahat ng ano natin, lahat ng file natin. And that particular file are called scenes. Yun yung mga model natin. Let's say, for example, nag-model ka ng box. No? And that box, ang extension niya is Maya scene, no? Okay? Or MA, yung file extension niya. So doon siya mapupunta sa scenes, no? If it is rendered as JPEG, you may have this as images. Na kung halimbawa may mga reference images tayo, like for example, one of your subject is material and UV mapping, 'di ba? May ganun kayong subject wherein that particular, the good thing with your curriculum is that nag-focus kasi siya dun sa different classification. Hindi siya binigay sa isang subject lang. So basically, yung isang subject niya would focus on lightings. Yung isang subject niya would focus on sounds. Yung isang subject niya would only focus on UV mapping and material. So mga ganon. So this one focuses on rigging. Now, medyo tatamaan din natin yung iba doon, pero we're not going to dig deeper on them. No? Tatamaan lang natin. Let's say, for example, here it is the one. So, kapag ka ito, hindi natin na-set ng tama, there might be probability na hindi natin makikita yung proper output natin. Let's say, kahit na may Maya file tayo. So, let's say, i-close ko to ha. Okay. I'm not going to save this. And then, I would going to open this one, the 0103. By the way, there are a lot of tutorial in the internet that you might want to use, no? to be advanced. Uh, Pwede rin yun. Tignan-tignan nyo. No? Okay. Some of them are really helpful. No? Look at this. So, here, no? Ayan. Yung file na to, kapag once na mali yung ginawa natin, hindi magpapakita yung mga material niya. Okay? Yung material niya. Bakit nagpapakita na maayos yung material ko dito? Kasi may ginawa ako. Okay, ang ginawa ko is balikan natin yung PowerPoint natin. This one. Under project, you must set the project as yung source niya. How? Paano yun? Paano yun? So, tingnan natin to. Okay? Before starting anything, Before starting anything, this is the way are you going to set your project. So, let's say, for example, okay, dito, kapag kagagawa tayong new scene tayo. Doon sila. Yan. Okay. Go to File, and then you'll see Set Project. Under Set Project, ito yung lalabas. Ano ba ginagawa natin dito sa Set Project? Nilalagay natin, okay, nagsiset tayo kung saang directory mapupunta yung file natin at saang directory kukuha ng sources. Okay? The good thing with this is kapag ka niload natin yung file, okay, doon niya na rin kukunin yung sources natin. Hindi pwede kasi yung gagawin natin na gumagawa tayo ngayon, tapos isi-save natin siya sa desktop. Tapos yung source mo nandun sa C, sa documents, no? Yung mga images mo nandoon. So kalat-kalat, no? There might be a probability na pag hindi mo na isama, halimbawa, kinopy, yung file mo na yun, kinopy, papunta sa ibang unit, hindi nasama yung images. What will happen is, hinahanap niya yung path kung saan nakasave yun, and hindi maloload yung proper images. So we don't want to happen that. So as early as you do your project, kailangan sineset mo na yung file kung nasaan siya at saan siya kukuha ng mga sources natin. And most probably those files, lahat ng file natin, dun mo rin ilalagay. So like for example here, again, no, file and then set project and then ito yung lalabas. So akin, so nasa desktop ko lang naman yan under Maya folder, no? And then exercise. Then kiklik ko to set. Ibig sabihin lahat ng sources ko would be coming from that particular folder. And yung particular na folder na yun, ito yun. Ayan yun. Maya, exercise, no? And then so on. So that, pagka nag-open ako ng file din, the good thing with this is, pag nag-open ako ng scene, it would automatically go already doon sa sinet kong project. Hindi na ako pupunta sa kung saan-saan. Hindi niya na ako i-drop kung saan-saan na sa C, sa document, sa program files, or so on. Since nakaset na ako dito, it would lessen the time for me to click additional directory that is not needed on my Maya in my opening of Maya file. Okay? So, yun lang yun, no? Okay? So, set this as always para hindi tayo magkaroon ng problema pagka nag-open tayo ng file. Okay? Next, let's try navigating in Maya. Okay, so let's try to open yung kanina. No? I-open ulit natin yung 01_03.maya. Okay, so open lang natin yan. Okay. Kailangan ng healthy system kasi yan. Halos hindi rin naman nagkakaiba yung shortcut commands ni Maya and Max. But anyway, it is all indicated in your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so once you open this, let's start navigating. Okay, let's start navigating. The first one is orbit rotate. No? The orbit rotate will have at least the alt, holding the alt plus the left mouse. If you are a Macintosh PC, the Option key and then the left mouse click. Okay? So, paano yun? So, orbit rotate natin, wala namang pinagkaiba dun sa orbit rotate ng 3D Max. So, using your left mouse, yan, out, no? Yan, ganyan lang siya. So, you may navigate it, yan, going here, no? Okay? Again, what you are trying to rotate is not the object, but the camera alone, no? Yung camera lang yung niro-rotate natin, okay? So, this rotation doesn't affect the object, no? Okay. Okay. So, the next is the zoom. Yung zoom natin. So, right-click naman to. Okay. So, here, no? Still, you have the alt. Kaya sinabi kanina na kailangan natin ng 3-button mouse. No? So, ito naman siya. Okay. Yan. Okay, this is for zooming in and zooming out. Okay. Zooming in and zooming out, and then you have you may also use the mouse wheel to do this, no? Okay. So either of which pwede yan. So again, no? Rotate and then zooming in, zooming out, or yung mouse natin na left, right click. Okay. Next, middle. This is used for panning. Okay. So, alt pa rin, tapos panning. Okay. Yan, no? So, rotate, zoom, pan. Okay. So, yung tatlong yan, yung mouse manipulation, yan yung madalas nyo gagamitin, especially pagka nagmo-model na kayo. No? So, kailangan alam natin yan. Bakit? Para hindi na kayo nagkiklik. No? Para hindi na kayo nagkiklik. Kasi medyo matrabaho pagka i-click nyo pa yan. Okay? Question so far. Question. Wala pa? Wala pa? Okay. Continue tayo. Now, viewports. Now, your viewports is just one. This is your perspective. Unlike sa 3D Max, dito nakalagay yung type ng view, no? Si Maya, nandito yan, sa baba. Ito, no? Ayan, no? First. Ibig sabihin that is perspective. Now, you may access this. You may minimize this by means of space bar lang. I-hit nyo lang ng one hit yung space bar, lalabas to. And it would quit to 4 views. Ito. No? Yan. Pwede kayo mag-switch to 4, to 1, to 2. No? Yung mga yan. Okay? So, 4, 1, ganyan. Pero ito kasi, the good thing with this is, halimbawa, i-hover mo lang yung mouse, halimbawa, i-hover ko siya dito, spacebar, magma-maximize yun. I-hover ko yung mouse dito, spacebar, magma-maximize to. Ito, ganyan, no? So, yan. Ganyan siya. Pero wag mo pa rin paglalaroan yung keyboard kasi kapag ka hino-hold nyo kasi yung yung spacebar, no? Look at this. Maraming menu ang lumalabas. Okay? Kaya isang click lang. Isang hit lang. Okay? Yan. Tingnan nyo to. Yan. Pero hindi ko pa i-discuss to ngayon. Pero tatamaan natin lahat yan. Wala namang pinagkaiba to. It's like, kasi ang kagandahan kasi sa Max is that it would allow you to easily access series of commands. Like for example, yung spacebar ka, makikita mo agad, ayun yung file. Pero nandito pa yung file, oh. Then may file ka rin dito. Ayan, oh. Parehas lang sila nito. Ayan. Kumbaga, pinapalapit niya lang sa'yo. Yan yung maganda sa kanya. So, may create din. Okay, hindi. Parehas lang yan. Something like that. No? Okay? So, yun, no? Those are views. And then, adding to that, no? Yung view nyo, pwede mo siyang i-customize in accordance to your own preference. Kasi, each of viewport here, meron siyang series of menu. Ayan, no? Look at this. No? Ayan. Ibig sabihin, pwede mong i-customize each of that depending dun sa pangangailangan mo. Okay, depende din sa pangangailangan mo. Which means, halimbawa, ito gusto mo naka wireframe lang, ito gusto mo shaded lang, ito walang material, ito with lights. So, it would depend dun sa pangangailangan natin. Okay, that's why each of that viewport has series of separated menus. Okay, Ito yung isa sa kagandahan ni Maya. Okay? Next. Now, let's have frame selection. Frame selection, you may use spacebar to toggle viewport, yung pinakita ko kanina. And then, frame selection. Okay, tingnan natin to. Okay. So, toggle lang natin to. Now, frame selection is like focusing on one particular object or framing it at all. Example, click natin to. No? And then, view. No? Under view, this one. Okay. May makikita tayong frame selection. The good thing with frame selection is focus niya na doon sa object mo. Okay. Halimbawa, ito. Gusto mo i-edit to. No? View. Frame selection. Yan. Pero, siya lang yun. Yung the rest, hindi. Samantala, ikaw, gusto mo halimbawa, i-focus yung frame naman ito. Dito. View. Frame selection. So, yan. May pinapakita. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na you could customize each viewport na gusto mo. Okay? That's a good thing. No? Now, kung gusto naman natin na makita lahat ng scene natin, view lang, then frame all. Okay? Yan, makikita natin yung buong view. Okay? Siyempre, yung buong world, yung papakita niya yan. So, medyo, what do you call this? Malaki. No? Pagka i-frame, parang fit to all. No? Parang ganun yung mangyayari dyan. Fit to screen. No? The good thing with framing is that, halimbawa, kahit mga maliliit na part, mamomodel natin, mag-focus natin ng maayos. No? Okay. So, yan. Even yung mga nasa loob, yung mga maliliit, yung mechanical parts, kung meron, mag-focus nyo. Okay? So, yun, no? Ang ginagawa natin dito, didi-discuss natin yung essential, no? Yung pinakakailangan nating tandaan bago tayo mag-i-start mag-model ng kahit ano. Okay? This is the basic, no? Basic selection, basic manipulation, basic camera manipulation para mas madali tayo mag-model. Yung magpo-model, pagdadrag ng mga objects, medyo madali na lang yan. Pero yung manipulating on how are you going to do it, yan dapat dito tayo magiging familiarized or else mahirapan tayo lalo. Okay? So, next. Now, let's try to see the different views. Okay, type of views, no? This is not a viewport, but the type of view na meron yung 3D Max. At 3D Max natin, ako 3D Max, 3D Max, Maya, no? Okay, so those are listed also on as an icon do sa viewport natin. It always starts with 4. Okay, so example, this one. These are all the types of view na meron kayo. Yan. Okay, yun. So, nakikita nyo naman, di ba? Nakikita nyo naman. Anyway, so, pagka hinit down natin yung 4, where's my number 4? This one. Yan, magiging wireframe siya. Okay? And notice na click to. Ito yun eh. Yung shortcut ni 4. Yan yun. So, we could hit 4. Okay? And we could toggle it off. No? Yan. Okay? We could hit 4 or we could toggle it off. Yan. Okay? Again, no? Depende kasi sa pangangailangan mo. Like, for example, gusto mo makita yung lines mo lang. Hindi mo kailangan yung itsura or yung material nung ano mo. So, you don't need anything. So, ang gagawin mo is, you're just going to see halimbawa yung wireframe, hit 4 lang. Yan, no? Okay? Carlo. Late yata si Carlo. Okay, so yan, no? Hit 4 lang. Okay? Next natin, type of view tayo, no? Next is this one, shaded, no? Okay, shaded. This is 5. Okay, so yung 5 natin, this one. Ano naman yung ibig sabihin ng shaded display? Yung shaded display natin, meron siyang linya-linya, nandiyon yung wireframe niya, pero yung material niya is not visible. Kumbaga nasa raw, nasa bare, no? Bare model ka. So hindi mo kailangan din yung itsura, yung color niya, pero gusto mo lang tignan halimbawa yung itsura ng model mo without any disruption ng colors niya. So ganyan siya. So again, no, 4, 5, no? Pwede yan, no? So again, depending on type of view na kailangan mo. Then you have number 6. This is a texture view. No? So 4, 5, 6. Yung 6 natin, as you can see, ito siya. Ayan, no? Okay lang, Carlo. No worries. Okay. So here, no? As you can see here, nakikita yung material nung object mo. Okay, so we don't want that, kung ayaw natin, balik lang tayo ng 5. Kung gusto natin, balik tayo ng 6. Okay, kung gusto natin yung output. Now, pwede mo naman tanggalin din yung wireframe, no? Pwede mo tanggalin yung wireframe later on. Pwede din naman. So, mamaya papakita ko rin yung pinaka parang may lights din, no? Kasama rin dito yung sa view. Okay. Ayan. Lights on. Lights on. 7. Ayan. Ayan, no? Pagka naka-7 kayo, sabihin, makikita nyo na yung mga in-apply nyong lights. Ano, it's like morning, no? Parang ganun yung dating ano. Okay, to eliminate that, click nyo lang to. Yan, para babalik lang dun sa normal na ano. Kasi mahirap kasi mag-model ng naka-lights on. Okay? It would add to the computation of graphics card. Maghahang kayo. Lalo na kung sobrang dami na ng lights. Kaya usually, si lights on, in-on lang yan pagka kailangan yung tignan yung effect ng lights dun sa scene natin. Okay? In default, guys, walang lights yan. So, basically, pagka nag-render kayo, medyo madilim yan. No? Okay? So, kung walang naka-apply na lights, wala kayong makikita, madilim lang. Okay? That is not an error. Kasi usually, pagka nag-file new project tayo, wala talagang lights. Okay? Okay. So, as you can see here, shading also have buttons. Ayan yung mga buttons nila. Yung kaninang sinasabi natin. These are your shading buttons. The wireframe, okay, yung bare, yung mid material, lights on. Okay. So, you can also change the render. Try it depending on the speed of your computer. So, yan, no? Let's try to render it, no? Tignan natin to. Pakita ko lang kung paano siya nagre-render. May makikita tayo dito grid. By the way, this is the grid, no? Pwede nating i-turn on, i-turn off yan. Yan yung grid natin. Even dun sa ibang viewport natin. And these are the grids, no? Pwede nyo i-turn on and i-turn off yan. Okay, it's up to you kung kailangan nyo siya or hindi. Now, try to render it. Paano ba yun? May makikita tayo dito here. Render the current frame. Pwede natin i-click yan. Now, the good thing with Maya is that marami siyang available na renderer, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na Arnold, meron tayong tinatawag na yung ano kasi yung is sa mental. Okay, tingnan na nga lang natin dito. V-Ray wala siyang kasama dito. Pero pwede yon. Pwede nyo namang i-import yon. Okay, pero kasi itong mga to, I would suggest much better ngayon is yung Arnold. Mas mabilis siya gamitin, tapos wala siyang bayad, nandito na siya. So ito yung mga render nyo. Meron kayong Maya and Arnold. Unfortunately, wala palang kasamang mental. Ibang version, parang nakita ko kasi may kasamang mental eh. Anyway, si Arnold kasi mas okay siyang gamitin here, no? Okay. So, yan, no? Ang naka-assign sa akin ngayon is Arnold kasi ginamit ko siya nung nakaraan. Pero pwede kong gamitin yung Maya software, hardware as my renderer, no? So, kung ano yung naka-select doon, yun yung magiging renderer natin dyan. So, let's say, for example, try ko lang i-render. Ayan. Ganyan siya katagal. Naku, mag-aantay tayo na ito. Bear with me, ha? Okay. Look at this. Yan lang yung nare-render ko. Pero kasi dahil may material na siya, may lights pa siya, tapos naka-zoom ako dun sa object, matagal siyang nire-render. Yan. Okay. Kita natin yung kanina. Ayan, no? Medyo matagal siya. I already have video card niya na. Pero syempre, kung mas mabilis yung gamit yung unit sa akin, mas mabilis ma-render yan. Diba? It adds kung halimbawa, gaano kalapit yung camera natin doon sa nire-render natin. Syempre, mas detalyado, mas matagal nire-render ng ano natin, unit natin, ng workstation natin. So, yan, konting ano na lang. The good thing with here, tingnan nyo to. Yung mga wala masyadong details, mabilis nang nare-render, di ba? So, yan, kung halimbawa walang masyadong detalye yung unit, yung object natin, hindi natin kailangan ng hindi ganoon ka ano. Now, you could change this. Actually, the good thing with Maya is you could already change the renderer. Ito. No, pwede mong gamitin yung Maya hardware, Maya software, Arnold renderer, vector, and so on. No, tapos i-click mo lang to 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 re-render, no? To re-render. So, bawa, i-click, ginawa ko to, halimbawa, Maya here. Tapos pagka-clinic ko to, magre-render ulit siya ng bago. Pero this time, using Maya hardware naman. So, tingnan natin. So, tingnan natin yung diferensya nila. Tapos na. Yun na yun. Ibig sabihin, this is Maya. Ayan, no? See the difference? Nakita nyo ba yung diferensya ng Maya software na renderer sa Arnold? Yes. Wait lang, wait lang. O yun, question muna bago ako mag-start. Bago ako magpatuloy. So, nakita niyo yung diferensya, di ba? Nakita niyo yung diferensya ng ano. Kung gusto niyo i-test ng medyo mabilis, syempre magda-downgrade kayo ng konting renderer. Yun, yung Maya. Kaso, ang problema, syempre, hindi ganun ka-detalyado. Mukhang cartoons. Mukhang plain object yung ano nyo, yung ginagawa nyo. Okay. The good thing with enhanced renderer kasi like Arnold, syempre, mas nagiging realistic yung itsura ng mga models natin. Pero, the problem is, mas matagal siyang nire-render, no? Imaginein mo na lang, ganyan lang yung nire-render natin. What if yung nire-render nyo halimbawa, puno? Alam nyo ba, isa sa mga pinakamahirap i-render yun kasi sa sobrang dami ng leaves nun. Halimbawa, yung puno nyo, madaming dahon, tapos zoom in nyo na ganun. Ay, nako. ang tagal i-render nun. Okay? It would depend on the number of lines, the wireframes that it has, plus the details, plus the lights. No? So imaginein mo na lang, ito yung ginawa natin na to. Saglit lang to, no? Ito lang to. Pero imagine mo na lang halimbawa yung animation nyo for your capstone would last 30 minutes. Imaginein mo na lang kung ilang gabi kailangan i-render yung mga file nyo. So, no? And you would really need a good PC talaga para ma-render yon. That's why, no? Yung mga animation company, they are hiring a rendering farm na tinatawag. Actually, rendering farm is a good business din. Ano ba yung rendering farm? This is a company that that is paid to render. Ganun siya. No, halimbawa, ako may project ako pero hindi kaya ng PC ko na i-render. So, ibibigay ko yun sa rendering farm, sila magre-render, ibabalik nila sa akin na naka-render na. Okay, that is rendering farm. Kumbaga, binabayaran mo yung PC nila, yung service nila to render a particular uh, a movie, an advertisement na medyo mabigat, na hindi kaya ng mga normal workstation. Okay? So, yun, no? So, that's the difference, no? Okay, so close na natin yan. Question, wala pa? Sigurado kayo, ah. Okay, next tayo. Now, hotbox. Ano ba si hotbox? Si hotbox, yun yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. Just hold the space bar and you will see hotbox. No? Hotbox ang tawag natin dyan. So again, no, paano ba yun? Hold lang natin yung space bar. Ayan. So, diba, gusto na natin siya i-save yan. No? Yan. Save scene. Hotbox lang. Okay? And then so on. Madami yan. No? Okay. Just to open the hotbox, hold nyo lang yung space bar. While holding it, parang ang gagawin nyo is itatagal nyo siya, idadrag nyo yan. Hindi nyo itatapat lang. No? Pwedeng halimbawa, from here, idadrag mo, yan, going to somewhere here, no? Ganun, no? Idadrag mo lang siya. Yan. Ayan, no? Parang nagdo-drawing ka lang. Yan, no? Ayan, no? Eh, bawa, gusto ko pumunta sa top view. No? Bawa, gusto ko pumunta sa mga ganyan, no? Left view. So, no? Question? Wala? Wala pa? So, going back. Next, marking menu. Paano naman to si marking menu? Si marking menu is by means of accessing the right click. Ganito lang. Yan o. Okay, hold nyo lang. Si Maya kasi, mahilig siya sa function na hold eh. No? Halimbawa, hindi kagaya ni Max na right click lang, lalabas na. Si Maya, hindi. You have to hold it. Ayan. This is marking menu. Okay, this is marking menu. Ito naman, ang nakalagay dito is yung most frequent actions na ginagamit mo. Okay, for example, select all, select, deselect, and so on. These are your marking menus. Okay, so pwede kang mamili dyan ng different commands. No? But again, yeah, these are all available in menu. No? Kumbaga parang inaano lang siya, mas pinapadali lang. Okay. Next, preference, no? So, using preference naman, okay, under Windows, settings, preferences. So, to access preferences, punta lang tayo sa Windows, settings, preferences, and then preference. So, paano yun? Ano ba yung kailangan natin tignan dito sa preference natin? Okay. Under preference kasi, marami tayong pwedeng gawin. Like for example, yung mga hindi natin kailangan na elements, hindi muna natin siya ilalagay. Kasi kung halimbawa, pag model lang naman yung gagawin natin, so para hindi congested masyado yung ano natin dito, yung interface natin, pwede nating bawasan, pwede nating dagdagan, and so on. Again, no? Puntahan natin, Windows Settings Preference. Under Windows, so here's my preference. Okay, ito, Settings Preference. Here. Okay, look at this. Yan, no? So these are the different preferences that you might want to consider. Halimbawa, eto, since hindi naman ako mag-animate, pwede ko munang tanggalin yan. Okay, so halimbawa, under UI elements, pwede ko munang tanggalin si um, time slider. Yan. Kasi hindi ko naman siya kailangan. Hindi pa naman ako mag-animate eh. Pwede ko rin tanggalin muna si command line. Para saan ba si command line? Si command line kasi, kung advanced user na tayo kay Maya, pwede nating i-type lang yung command. Just like parang AutoCAD, itatype ko lang yung command, tapos i-execute, no? So, pwede ko siyang tanggalin kung hindi ko siya kailangan. Si range slider, para saan ba to si range slider? Okay. Si range slider kasi, ang ginagawa na is, laba 120 to, 120. To add additional layers, ganito lang siya kabilis. So, ayan, ganyan. I-range mo lang siya. Ganyan lang kabilis. Unlike sa Max, di ba? Time configuration ka pa bago mo magagawa to. Pero in Maya, all you have to do is just to slide it. Pero kung hindi mo kailangan, again, no? Kung hindi mo siya kailangan, pwede mo siyang tanggalin. Now, it's up to you whether you're going to have this. Pero I would suggest, yung mga hindi nyo kailangan para hindi nyo siya makiklik, tatanggalin nyo muna. And to not be overwhelmed with the scaling, di ba? Si time slider, tinanggal ko. Si range slider, si command line, si help line. Kailangan ko ba si help? Sige, ilagay na natin yan. Baka kailanganin natin in future, no? So, yan, no? So, yan. No? Pero, yan, pinakita ko lang, no? Pero kasi, yan. So, under settings also, you will see dito, no? You may use different type of measurement. Okay, currently naka-centimeter yan. So, let's say for example, in your end later on, kailangan mo halimbawa ng ibang type ng measurement. So, yan. Dito siya pinapalitan. Halimbawa, feet pala, inches pala, no? And yung angular, ayan, meron kang degree, radians, okay? So, yan, no? Pwede mo palitan yan. So, as the rest, no? Lahat yan. These are the settings, these are the type of view, animation, selection, rendering, okay? So, yan, no? Just hit save to apply, no? Yan. Okay? So para alam nyo kung paano nyo i-check yung references nyo or interface and so on. So, yan. Now, using Maya Workspace. So here, ang sinasabi dito using Maya Workspace is that ito. Workspaces, ayan yun. No? So, these are the different types of workspace. Halimbawa, you could change into rigging. Halimbawa, nagre-rig ka. So, here, pagka-click mo yan, all of the buttons actually in here are used in rigging. No? Yan. Okay. So, yung interface mo, mag-change siya into rigging mode. As you can see, the buttons are different now. Nakalabas na halos lahat ng mga gagamitin mo to rig your character. No? So, you could change that. Workspace mo, halimbawa, um, nandun ka na sa animation part. Okay, i-animate mo na siya. As you can see, it differs again. The buttons and the interface are now different again, no? So, yan, nag-iiba na siya. These are the parang cabinets mo, no? Now, kung halimbawa medyo napalitan lang natin siya, go to classic, no? Babalik lang yun dun sa dati. Okay? Tapos, you may also reset. Yan. Pwede ka rin mag-customize ng ano, ng mga gusto mong let's say for example, gusto mo ito lang mga buttons na ito yung nakalitaw. Ayusin mo lang 'yon tapos save mo yung current workspace mo. Custom na 'yun sa'yo. So, 'yun yung gagamitin mo every now and then. Okay? Yan. Para halimbawa kasi ma-trigger natin yung workspace halimbawa, ma-trigger natin biglang ah, na-trigger natin halimbawa yung expert. Let's say expert. Look at this one. Naging ganyan. O nalito na tayo, no? So, huwag kayong kakabahan. All you have to do is just anything na magkaroon ng changes dun sa user interface nyo, i-reset nyo lang siya into Maya Classic or to essential para bumalik lang doon sa as default, no? Okay? Now let's have the select and manipulate objects. Okay? So yung kung kanina, preference, file settings, no, file management, yung diniscuss ko. This time, ang didiscuss ko naman is yung ang implication niya and application niya would be on the object itself, no? The object itself. So here is how we're going to select and manipulate different objects. So look at this. I have a donut. Okay. Mhm. Open natin siya. Since naka-set ako, okay, so hindi ko na kailangan mag-open-open ng iba. Yan. So look at this. May error. So maybe there is a file, a script, or kung ano yung siyang hinahanap. Anyway, as long as it doesn't distort my file, okay lang, walang problema. Okay, here. So, okay. Now, let's try this, no? Ito, parang max din, no? QWER. Okay. Si Q is used to select. Okay. Control Shift A is used to select all. Deselect is Alt D, and then Control plus Shift plus I is to select inverse. These are all for selection. Okay, selection lang yan. Tingnan natin. Okay. Once we hit Q, okay, ito yun. Okay, yan yun. Okay. Ang ginagawa niyan is pang-select lang. Yan. Pang-select lang. Diba? Sa-select ko to, then you have attributes here. Ito. Yan yun, no? Okay. Now, to select additional, shift lang tayo. Yan. And kung mapapansin natin, pag nag-click tayo, this one is the green one. Ito yung parang magiging parent niya. Ito parang mga child niya. Yan. So, yan. So, yun yung recent. Yun yung pinaka-recent na ano mo. Na parang magiging parent mo. Siya yung pinaka huli. No? And then, Control Shift plus A. Okay. Control Shift A, that's the select all. Okay, pagka nag-Control A ka, ibang command yon. Okay? Or, you may use the marquee selection. Okay, this one. Okay, yung marquee selection na tinatawag na lasso pala yun. Yung marquee selection, yung mga ganito. Yan. Okay? Yan. These are marquee selection. You may also use the lasso tool. Para saan to? Parang Photoshop lang yan. Tignan mo to. Okay, ganyan ko siya. Yan, selected siya. So, halimbawa ito, ganyan ko. Yan, ito. Yan. So, you may also use this. Okay. Pwede mong gamitin yan sa mga special cases. Like for example, Gusto mo lang i-select yung dito lang, yung series of vertices dito lang. Lasso tool po, pwede yan. Okay? Now, Alt-D to deselect all. So, halimbawa, Control-Shift-A. Now, to deselect, Alt-D lang para matanggal sa pagkakaselect, no? Alt-D. Okay? Now, you may have this, halimbawa, naka-Control-Shift-A ka, click mo lang sa labas, that's also deselect. Halos parehas lang sila. Okay? Next, Control-Shift-I is for select inverse. Paano naman yon? So, let's say for example, this 2, okay? So, si Control-Shift-I is to select inverse. So, pagka nagsiselect inverse tayo, ang ginagawa natin is sineselect natin yung hindi selected. Diba? Let's select inverse. Halimbawa, gusto mo i-select lahat. Ito lang yung hindi kasama. Kesa ang gawin mo, i-select mo to isa-isa. Ito lang naman yung hindi kasama. Click mo yan, tapos Shift-I ka. Yan. That's it, no? Nakukuha ba yung ibig ko sabihin for select inverse? Especially kung halimbawa, ang hindi mo lang naman i-model, yung isang series or part lang. Yun ay select mo, ta select all mo na. No, select inverse mo na para ma-trigger na yung buong area. Okay? So, that's the selection tool. Yan, no? You may use the marquee, yung sinabi ko kanina, or you may use the lasso tool, as I discussed then earlier. Okay. Next is your move tool, rotate tool, and scale tool. So the select is Q, the move is W, the E is rotate, and then the scale is R. Okay, so here, Q ako. Once I trigger W, ito siya. Then yun. So then, I could easily manipulate them. Okay, yan, here. One selection at a time din, no? 1 arrow at a time din. Para hindi kayo mahihirapan. You may also trigger it somewhere here. Pwede rin yan. Now, you may use this to select 2 axes. Yan. Ito, 2 axes yan. Pwede rin yung mismong center, 2 axes, 3 axes. No? Pero I would not suggest that. At least 2 axes or 1 axis at a time lang para mas accurate yung movement natin. Okay? Now, E for rotate. So once you switch to E, it would allow you to rotate your object. Yeah. Okay. So one axis at a time, then so it's like 3D Max, 3D Max lang din. Halos parehas lang sila. Okay. Then the scale tool is your R, is for scaling. Okay, so halimbawa ito, yan. Okay. So itong axis lang na ito yung may scale, pero yung height niya hindi. So dalawa lang, 2 dimension lang. Okay. Yan. Next. Now to rotate kasi, meron tayong tinatawag na pivot, no? So you may manipulate the pivot by means of centering it, or even uh, having the correct center. No? So halimbawa ito, look at this. Open lang natin yung file natin kanina. Open scene natin siya. Ito ba yun? Open lang natin to. So, kapag tinignan natin to, ito, okay? Pagka na-rotate kasi natin yan, pagka na-rotate natin yan, ginagawa niya yung actual na pwede niyang gawin. Kasi yung pivot niya, nasa gitna. Okay? Nasa gitna. Yung pivot kasi yan yung parang center of rotation. No? So, let's say for example, ito naman. Okay, pagka gusto ko to i-rotate, yan o. Oh. Ibig sabihin yung pivot niya nandito. Okay, pagka na-rotate ko pa gano'n, pagka pa ganito walang problema. Pero pagka halimbawa pa ganito, may problema. Yung pivot niya kasi. Okay? So this is really important, especially pagka nagmo-modeling tayo. Kung paano natin gagawin yung mga pivot, no? So to center the pivot, modify lang, tapos center pivot. So halimbawa ito, i-click ko to, then modify, then center pivot. Yan. Naka-center na yan. Oops. Yan. Look at this. Center na yan. No? Or, okay, or you may hold down the D. So, halimbawa, ito, control Z ko lang. Halimbawa, I may hold down the D. Ayan, o, D. Naka-click ako dyan. Then, I could just drag it somewhere para ma-center ko siya. Okay? That's also one process, no? To ano, kasi kailangan class alam natin yung pivot kung paano siya i-manipulate. Halimbawa, halimbawa, ito, gusto natin siyang ibaba. Gusto natin siya ibaba pag ganun. Yan. Siyempre, kailangan yung pivot natin nandito. What if yung pivot niya nandito banda? Ayan. Okay, kapag yung pivot niya nandyan, kapag nag-rotate kayo, trust me. Ayan. Ay, mali yung ano ko. Ayan o. Pagka yung pivot nyo usually naka-center, halimbawa naka-ganyan. O, look at this. O, paano sasarado ng maayos yung ano nyo yan. Diba? So, kailangan yung pivot nyo, mag-i-start dito yung rotation niya. So, gagawin nyo, parang lumubog nyo yan. Tapos, yan, para magiging maayos yung pagbaba at saka pagtaas ng ano natin. Nagigets ba? Kung para saan si pivot? Nagigets? Nandiyan pa ba kayo? Nakatulog na yata kayo ah. Okay? Next. Yan, no? So, eto, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung file. Itatry nyo yung using hatch, no? Dun sa hatch natin. So, actually, hanggang dito lang alas yung ano ko, yung discussion ko. Okay? Hindi pa kayo magmo-model. So, itatry nyo muna yung interface and so on. Now, duplicating objects. So, basically, duplicating objects, you may use the edit, copy-paste. Yan. No? This one, copy and paste. Or you may have Control D. Okay. And you may also have duplicate special. So, isa-isahin natin to. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Open natin ulit si Donut. Okay. Open ulit natin to. Again, no? Q to select, edit, copy. Gumagana yan dito. And then paste. And then, yan. Okay. Gumagana yan. Copy and paste dito. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung ano niya. Yung shortcut niya. It's Control C and Control V. Okay lang. Now, meron ka rin duplicate, edit, duplicate. That's Control D. No? Ganyan siya. Okay. Parehas lang. No? So, that is Control D. Now, meron tayo tinatawag na duplicate special. Okay. Si duplicate special, ganito siya. Edit. Under duplicate special, di Control Shift D. I-click natin yung box dito. Ito yung lalabas. No? Okay. So, si duplicate special, ang ginagawa niya is, halimbawa, rotate scale. Ito, the number of copies na i-duplicate niya. Okay. And then, here, no? Let's say 4. Yan. Pwede kang gumamit ng instance, pwede kang gumamit ng parent. Pero kapag copy kasi, ibig sabihin, kinakopy mo lang siya, wala na siyang reference dun sa parent. Pero pag instance yan, kung ano yung changes mo dun sa isa, yun yung magiging changes mo sa lahat. So, halimbawa, nagbago yung isip mo, ginawa mong brown lahat, halimbawa, or puti lahat ng donut mo, lahat ng kinopy mo from that particular donut, magiging puti. Pagka naka-instance yan, ha? Okay. So, yan, no? So, halimbawa, nilagay ko dito, yan, dalawa. So, hindi ako mag-i-instance, ha? Isa muna pa pala. This one, duplicate with transform. Look at this. Halos parehas lang siya. Tingnan nyo ito mabuti yung duplicate with transform. Duplicate with transform, let's say for example, button siya dito. This one, clinic ko yan. Okay. We're going to transform it. Yan. Okay. Nakuha ba yung ginawa ko? What happened was, ang ginawa ko is, nag-duplicate with transform ako. Ang ginawa ko is, change ko muna to. Change ko yung rotation niya kasi transform siya. Tapos, inangat ko siya. Now, pag nag-duplicate special ako, mag-a-additional siya kung ano yung ginawa ko nung reference ko dito. Halimbawa, ito, inangat ko siya, tapos ni-rotate ko. Ang mangyayari, yung duplicate special na yon, kung ito inangat ko, iaangat niya rin yun. Iaangat niya rin to, iaangat niya rin to, iaangat niya rin to, hanggang magpatong-patong sila. Unlike pag halimbawa, nag-control B lang ako, kung saan yung place kung saan ako nag-duplicate, kailangan ko pa i-ganito. Diba? So what if file ng donut yung kailangan ko? No, kumbaga maraming donut ang kailangan ko. Iisa-isahin ko ba silang i-control dito sa isa-isa? Now I could use yung duplicate with transform tapos eto lang, no? Duplicate special. Okay. So, nagigets ba yung dalawa? Okay? So, gagawin nyo rin yan. Okay? Next, understanding the channel box. So, yung channel box naman, ang ginagawa natin dito is yung parameters ng object natin. So, this is your channel box. Well, ito, these are your channel box. Yan. So, makikita nyo yung mga different parameters nung object nyo. No? So, yan. Pangalan niya is donut tree. Yan, pwede nyo palitan kung gusto nyo. No? Tapos makikita nyo yung donut shape nyo. Yan. No? So, sprinkle, pwede nyo palitan. Halimbawa, yung sprinkle, papalitan nyo ng yan. No? Mga material to halos. Chocolate nyo, halimbawa, papalitan nyo ng magiging yan, medyo ganyan, no? Kaya white, no? White chocolate yung dating ano mo, yan, frosting mo. So, yan, no? So, this is your channel box. Ang pinapakita lang naman ni channel box is usually mga specification and attributes nung model mo. Okay? So, you could, in here, you could change the size, no? Kung meron kayong size na talagang indicated lang para sa kanya. Okay, yung halimbawa intended lang para sa kanya. Meron kang size, yan yun, no? Then here, no? Attribute editor, ito lang din yun. Ito lang din yun. Ito lang din yun, no? So, yan, yan. Ito kasi yung channel box mo, ang pinapakita niya halos mga ito. Halimbawa, gusto natin i-scale. Ayan, i-scale ko siya. Tapos siya. Pwede mong palitan to. Yan. Pwede kang mag-type, pwede kang mag-rotate, no? Pero this one is parang nakaset sila into 0. Yan, no? Yan, pwede mo palitan yun. 30, okay, 2, yan. So, yan, no? Okay. Next, freeze transformation. So, paano naman yung freeze transformation? Ano, sir? Okay, going back. So, paano naman si freeze transformation? Si freeze transformation, ang ginagawa niya is parang sineset niya into uh, parang bagong position yung ano natin, yung file natin. So, yun, no? So, open lang natin si 0208. Sabi yan. Maya seeds. Okay. Look at this. So, basically, in here, meron akong tray, tapos meron akong ano. Pero kasi, ang ginagawa natin dito is parang i-reset natin yung transformation niya. Okay? I-freeze natin yung transformation, tapos yung reset yung transformation. Look at this. Pakita ko lang. This is very important din, no? Halimbawa, ito. Ayan. So, sinelect ko sila. Okay. I-move ko sila. As you can see, watch this. Yun dito, no? Tignan natin dito yung parameters natin. Pagka minove ko sila, nag-iiba yung translate, yung position ng Z natin, no? So, here, kunin ko rin siya. Ganyan. Tapos, ito. Tapos, let's say, hindi masyadong ganyan natin. So, yan, no? Halimbawa, ganyan. So, let's say, for example, ito na yung final, ano natin, final position natin at hindi na natin siya gagalawin. And we want this to be reset to 0. Okay, reset to 0 kasi ang mangyayari dito, pagka zinero ulit natin, babalik yan dun sa kung saan. Ayun, mawawala siya. O, ayun, no? Babalik siya. Eh, gusto natin, ito na yung parang bagong ano niya, bagong translate niya. So, paano yun? So, doon papasok yung tinatawag nating freeze transformation. Saka yung si reset transformation. Okay? Ayan, no? Okay? So, freeze transformation, i-click lang natin yon. And then, ayan, look at this. Here, select natin sila. Tignan nga natin kung may shortcut command siya. Hindi ako familiar sa shortcut command ni ano eh. Freeze transformation. Anyway. Okay. So, pagka nag-freeze transformation tayo, ayan na siya. 0 na lahat. Which means, ito, okay, kahit na anong mangyari, dito na yung starting niya. Ito na yung 0 niya. So, halimbawa, ito, na-move ko yan, na-move ko to. Ito, na-move ko rin dyan. Yan, na-move ko to. Ito, halimbawa, na ganito ko nga. Yan. Okay? May nanggulo. So, kailangan ko lang gawin, ito, balik ko lang siya sa 0. Balik siya doon. Ito, balik ko lang siya sa 0. Yung face transformation ko ba ito? Yeah, kasama rin siya. Balik ko siya sa 0. Ito, babalik ko sa 0. And ito, pwede ko rin siyang ibalik sa 0. Yan. 0. Yeah, 0. And then ito, 0. Wala akong problema. That's face transformation. Okay? Medyo kailangan familiar tayo doon kasi dito na yung parang finifix natin yung mga finifix natin yung mga objects natin. Okay. So, naintindihan ba si freeze transformation? Okay, snapping to object. Ito naman, ano lang to, object snapping. No? Pwedeng grid, pwedeng by object. Parang sa pag-align lang din to. Okay. So, you could, halimbawa, magduduplicate ka ng 5, o kaya, let's say 5 units, ganun. Okay. So, paano naman si snapping object? Okay. In grid options, this one, pwede kayong maglagay ng mga, let's say, subdivision and so on, no? Tapos, click nyo lang yung apply. So, magbe-base lang ako ng 5. Ano yan? Si snapping kasi. Okay. Yan o, snap to grids. Ayan. Pagka minove mo siya, mapupunta siya dun sa actual na grid. Ayan. Okay. So, snap, snap. Now, ibig sabihin, ito kasi ginagamit siya kapag yung gusto mong movement is eksakto dun sa mga grids. Okay, eksakto dun sa mga grids. So, pwedeng snap. So, marami kang klase ng snaps here. Okay, this is used to, okay. So, to deactivate, i-click nyo lang yon. Okay, para smooth yung mo. Kasi pagka snap to grid, para siyang tumatalon, tapos didikit siya dun sa mga grids nyo. So, instead of, let's say for example, tatansyahin mo na nakadikit dito, edi snap to grid mo na lang para wala ka maging problema. Okay? So, I think that ends yung session natin para dito sa basic manipulation. Okay. Questions? Questions with our discussion? Ba, gising pa ba kayo? O, pa-open ako ng mga camera niya. Mag-i-screenshot ulit ako. Para sa ibang bansa si Carlo.
Ganda ng background mo, no?
Nasa ibang bansa siya. Malamig ba dyan? Malamig dyan, Okay. Saglit lang. I-add natin yung mga bagong pasok. Tap ko na yung recording, ha?